Good morning, guys. It is 6:44 a.m. A nice and early start to our week, and it's actually really nice outside. It's going to be such a nice day, so I'm really looking forward to later on. I'm going to take you through this workout today. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a progress update. So this is all going to be voiceover, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So I'm just getting warmed up here with the bar. Now today is going to be an overhead pressing dominant day. It is an upper body workout. Now on this actual particular day, I did an upper body here in the AM, and then I did a lower body in the PM, and after the lower body session I actually did a running session as well. Now usually I wouldn't do that, it's just I actually missed this upper body session the day before. So with this overhead press, one thing that I really like to focus on is keeping my glutes nice and tight, and what that does is just helps stabilize my body and helps me control the bar. When I do press up overhead, as soon as I clear my forehead, as you can see, I'm pressing that bar backwards and my head slides into that slot under the bar. My second movement in this workout was a barbell row. Now I'm supersetting these two. With this barbell row, I'm trying to reduce the amount of bounce that I have at the bottom and really try and take momentum out of it. I'm pulling through my elbows and pulling the bar up to the crease in my hip, and when I pull those elbows back past my body, I'm really trying to squeeze them together and squeeze my shoulder blades together. My second superset then in this workout was incline dumbbell bench press and single arm lat pull downs. What I like to do to make my workouts more GAA specific is to include some kind of a skill work or some kind of balance exercise or some kind of a stretch that I'm focusing on myself during that superset. So I'll do the incline, I'll do the pull down, and then might be a drill solo, or it might be a hand pass, or it might be again some kind of a stretch in an area that I want to focus on increasing my flexibility. And for me, a lot of that stretching has been around the hip. One of the ways that recording my workouts actually affects the quality of my workouts is usually, rather than getting that third exercise in, I'm actually moving the camera, and that obviously means that I'm getting less reps on whatever I'm doing. Typically my sets will look like 4 to 6 reps and 4 to 5 sets in that first exercise. Then it increases to maybe 6 to 8 reps on the second exercise, sometimes up towards 10, and usually 3 sets on the second exercises in the second superset. With this single arm lat pull down, I'm really focusing on letting the hand go all the way up to the top and getting a full stretch on the lat and opening out the shoulder joint. And then when I pull down, I'm pulling through that elbow, pulling the elbow towards the floor and getting a really good squeeze at the bottom. For these first 4 movements, so the overhead press, the barbell row, the incline dumbbell bench press, and this lat pull down, this is more about building strength than anything else. I'm not trying to focus on hypertrophy here. So when I'm doing these movements, I'm focusing on completing the movement. When I'm doing the overhead press, I'm focusing on getting the weight overhead. When I'm doing the lat pull down, I'm focusing on getting the elbow down as far as I can. I'm not focusing on the contraction in the muscle necessarily. I'm not focusing on squeezing the muscle, or what does the blood flow feel like in the muscle, because when you focus on the squeeze and when you focus on the contraction and the slow and controlled, it's way more conducive to hypertrophy and muscle building. Whereas when you focus on actually getting the movement completed, so completing the pattern, whatever it is, and usually when you focus on completing the pattern, you focus on completing it at a greater speed or a greater velocity, that is more conducive to strength training, and you'll see more strength gain. So that's more got to do with the nervous system and less got to do with the muscle tissue. So again, all my training is centered around building up my nervous system, getting my nervous system stronger, because that's going to transfer over into sport. My third superset then were these chest supported W's to Y's. Now this is a good shoulder exercise, and it's got some external rotation in it. It uses a lot of rhomboids, a lot of mid traps for stabilizing, and I just kind of did this as almost a shoulder finisher. It's really important that you go really, really light here. One of the lads in the gym was actually doing this right before I started my set, and he was using 5 kilo plates, and you need to be able to get those arms fairly straight out in front over your head. And I'm using 3 kilos here, but like anything from 1 to 3 kilos is very challenging on this. And when you're doing these, it's elbows up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, externally rotate the arms, straighten the arms, elbows back to your side, and then drop them down. So you're making a W, and then you're making a Y. Elbows up, W, and then out, Y. After that, I went into some lateral raises. With the lateral raises, I'm trying to keep my elbows a little bit higher than my wrists, even though it mightn't look so here. And I'm doing a superset of curl into press with that. So it was the W's into Y's, then into lateral raises, then into these curls and presses. And I'm actually doing these on one leg, where I'm trying to improve the balance on that right hand side. So that hip is still let me down in terms of my balance. So I'm trying to work in balance work there anytime I can. With those W's into Y's, the lateral raises and the curl and press, it was 10 reps and 3 sets in each. Okay guys, that was the workout, and this is a bit of a progress update. Now, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm just trying to do some poses here to give you an idea of what my physique looks like. I feel fairly lean at the moment because my diet's on point and my stress levels are low, so I'm really on top of my sleep, I'm really on top of my diet. My room is nice and clean, dust free, and dust is a big thing for me in helping me sleep. I'm focusing way more on lower body than upper body. If I'm skipping any workouts, it's upper body workouts I'm skipping. I'm getting all of my lower body workouts in. I'm really trying to focus on building strength and power around my hips. What my upper body looks like doesn't really bother me. It's way more about how strong I can get my legs, and how much running I can get into my legs whilst getting them as strong as possible, because that's what's going to perform, or that's what's going to transfer over to better performance on the pitch. If I spend endless hours on bicep curls and tricep extensions, my arms are going to get big and they're going to weigh me down running around the pitch. Like, I do not want big arms running around the pitch. They're just too heavy to carry. So again, legs, it's all about the legs, and mainly it's kind of hamstrings and glutes. They're like the really big ones, and I've been happy with how I've progressed in terms of my numbers, but I'm definitely still noticing a difference between left and right, particularly in single leg exercises, as you've seen with lunges, or even single leg glute work. So my right hand glute is a lot smaller than my left hand glute, and I don't know if you can notice it here, but I've spent a lot of time now rehabbing that, and it's getting better, but it's something that I need to continuously work on now for the next couple of months. That's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like the video. It's really helping the channel grow. We're over 1,500 subscribers. I'm really happy with that. Another video coming really soon. Until then, slán.